Hello, everyone. I am ZHAO Chuang. Today, let's draw the fishing scene of Suchomimus. Suchomimus was a fish-eating dinosaur, but it did not swim in the water like Spinosaurus. When fishing, it might stand in the water like a crane and wait for the fish. Once the fish swam by, it would open its slender mouth and catch them. This fishing scene is relatively complicated to present. First, we use dotted lines to sketch the scene. Then, we start from its head and draw the slender crest. The higher position of its crest was connected to the lacrimal bone. Behind the lacrimal horn, we draw its eyes. Next, we draw its jugal bones and the elongated mouth. Note that there was a notch at the front of its mouth, which it used to hold its prey when fishing. Then, we draw its teeth, and pay attention that the teeth at the front of its mouth were turned outwards. Now, let's draw the fish that the Suchomimus preyed on. Ceratodus was the general target prey of Suchomimus, which looked somewhat like catfish or lungfish. We draw the whole fish in an S shape, and the Suchomimus is holding its tail, so the front part of the fish is twisting and struggling strongly. This fish possessed a pair of tiny pectoral and pelvic fins and no dorsal fin. Its tail was not crescent-shaped like most fish, but like a spear. We can draw the rays on its tail fin with thin lines. Next, let's draw the head of the fish. Draw its gills first, followed by the eyes and mouth near the front of the head. Next, we draw the top of the Suchomimus, head and neck. Its head was roughly in a square shape when viewed from above. We draw the supratemporal fenestra on top of its head, and the lateral temporal fenestra on the side. There were three main groups of muscles on its neck, which we show through three thicker lines. Then, we draw its throat. Next, let's draw the trunk of Suchomimus. We start from the back and chest first. Followed by its arms. Its upper arms were thick, and its forearms were short. Note that the palms of its two hands were facing each other. Extending backward along the lower part of the chest, we draw its belly. Then, we move backward to draw its legs. Pay attention that on the back of the feet, we can draw some keratinous sheaths, as many bird feet do. Its feet had 3 functional toes for walking, and a small first toe. Finally, let's draw its tail. Its tail will stretch out of the paper, so we only show a small part of it. Then, we need to refine some details. First, we draw 2 thin lines, on both sides of the high-raised neural spines on its back, representing the 2 groups of muscles on the back. Draw some dotted lines around the shoulder blades, and some folds at the back of the arms. Between the thighs and the torso, we draw some shadows and folds to show that the thighs are completely wrapped in the flesh. On the tail, we can draw some structural lines or folds to show its roundness. On the side of the body, we also draw some structural lines to create a three-dimensional effect for the picture. At the base of the neck, we should draw more folds due to the frequent movement here. On the inside of the limbs we draw some shadows, and the same goes for the throat. At the wider part of its face, we can use lines to build the sense of volume. Then, we come to the front of the mouth, and draw some scales on it. Don't forget to draw its nostril. Finally, we draw rows of dots in the lower part of the fish to represent the scales, and draw the water surface. Good. In this way, we've finished drawing the scene of Suchomimus fishing.